Stop right there. Margate Police.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
This is Pasha Davis. He was arrested by police in a petty theft in Margate, Florida. But what stopped them wasn't the stolen goods, but a child's name. The family, the school, and the entire system seemed to remain silent. So where was Gabrielle Terong, and how could a 10-year-old girl disappear without anyone speaking up?
All right, do me a favor, put your hands behind your back. Right now, you're being detained pending a criminal investigation, okay?
Little Gabrielle Terong became unaccounted for in June, but it wasn't until October that her family reported her unexplained absence, when they learned that her mother was being held in custody. The video opens with the retail theft suspect at a store in Margate, Florida.
The description even went so far as to say the female was last seen going into Little Caesars.
Really?
I caught you red-handed with a pizza in your hand from Little Caesars.
I purchased a pizza, correct. That's not out of the ordinary.
What no one knows yet is this: the woman in that body cam will soon become the center of Gabby's unexplained absence. The sheriff's office put out an official child location alert. A new reward has been announced for anyone with information that helps investigators track down 10-year-old Gabrielle Terong. However, this right here is the moment Gabby's unexplained absence finally hits law enforcement radar. On October 17th, Margate, Florida. Police respond to a theft call from a Dollar Tree. Witnesses say a woman shoplifted, then walked across the street into a Little Caesars.
Afternoon. Stop right there. Margate Police.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Do me a favor, come to the front of my vehicle.
Okay, I'll just buy pizza.
Huh?
I'll just buy pizza.
That's fine. Just do me a favor, put the pizza up there. All right. Or do me a favor, just remove the backpack.
Sure.
All right. You have no weapons on you, nothing like that? Any weapons in your backpack?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor, put your hands behind your back. Right now, you're being detained pending a criminal investigation, okay? Possible theft and a battery across the street. Yes, ma'am.
And theft? Against who?
Huh?
Battery and theft against who?
Huh? We're gonna figure all that out, but right now you're gonna be detained pending that criminal investigation, okay?
You said theft and battery against who?
Huh? Across the street.
Could I cross the street?
No, across the street, ma'am.
Okay, what did I do?
Okay, well, once we gather all the facts and circumstances, we'll be able to explain it more thoroughly to you.
How would you know it's me?
Because you are a person matching the exact description, wearing all black, backpack, and orange socks.
Okay, so someone described me. You
Yes,
never
ma'am.
know if it's true or not.
Well,
You
we
check?
are going to do a show of identification to positively identify or not identify you, okay? But right now you are being detained pending a criminal investigation, okay?
Okay.
Okay? Do you have ID on you?
No, actually, someone stole it at the bus terminal yesterday. So no, I don't have ID.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm
All
sure.
right. What is your first name, ma'am?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video to spread awareness.
What is your first name? Ma'am. I do have to identify you.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, I'm not asking you anything about the
But
incident
I
right
am.
now.
You're saying you want to
But
gather information. Find out
I-
first if it's even me first before you just go ahead and just get all my information. That's not fair.
no, I do need to gather your information.
Without even making sure if I'm even a person.
You matched
I was
the...
not at the scene of whatever you're saying. I'm not there.
Okay.
You're picking a random person based on someone described it to you. That's not fair. No, I'm not giving out
Well,
any information.
I'm picking you
take me
because
to
you
one-
matched the
no.
description to a T, including the orange socks. That's very distinct.
So because someone described me, I was not at the scene. It had nothing to do with me. You're gonna pick me out of a litter box, basically. No, I'm not giving my information. I didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't catch me at the scene of the crime doing anything.
Okay. Okay.
You didn't describe anything that even happened. You just said I matched description. Don't want to say anything that even happened.
All right. Do me a favor. What's your name, ma'am?
I don't think it's fair I give out my name.
Well, you have to.
I want a lawyer.
I'm not asking you any questions pertaining to
I
the
would like a
crime, so you're
lawyer.
not entitled to one right now.
I would like a lawyer. You didn't even tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. I told you as
said
much as I
matched
know right
description.
now.
So because I matched the description, I get all my information out for no reason?
Yes, ma'am. Because you're being deceived.
I would like to, I heard what he said. I'm not deaf. I want to know what's the law.
You're good. Well, I'm
I wanna
gonna
read it.
explain to you the law.
I wanna
right
read
now.
it.
Right now,
Not
you don't
being
get
heard.
to. You don't get to read the law.
Why
listen,
not?
Listen.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
You are matching the description of
Are you
somebody.
laughing?
You are matching the description of someone involved in a crime. We have the right
you
to
shouldn't even tell
detain
me
you.
what the crime
Listen
is.
to me. You're not listening. You're asking all these questions and you're not listening to us.
Okay.
So
I can repeat
listen
back
for
what
a
you
second.
said.
You match the description of somebody involved in a crime.
Correct,
We have
he
the right
said
to
that.
detain you and investigate that crime. We also
Okay.
have the right to identify you. And if you fail to identify yourself,
Okay.
you're going to be arrested.
Okay.
Okay?
I
So,
heard you.
Can you please provide this officer with your name?
I would like, no, the answer is no. I would
Okay,
like to
that's-
know the law.
That's fine.
I want to read the law myself.
What's
What,
the-
what,
explain to
You're
you.
not telling-
what law?
You're saying because I matched the description.
Yes.
And
That
that's
gives
it.
us the right to detain you pending further investigation. I didn't say
Okay.
you're under arrest, okay? So there's a big difference between being detained pending a criminal investigation and being under arrest.
Okay.
When you're under arrest, you will be read your rights if we ask you any questions pertaining to the
Okay.
crime. All
You
right,
don't tell me what the crime even is.
I told you, a possible theft and a possible battery. Okay, so what's your name?
I
then?
want to see on footage of this possible theft and battery.
Okay.
You
Is
still
this-
you don't want to tell
I
me
see the
where
route
it
this is going to go down.
You're not telling me anything.
Okay.
You're not.
Although the woman refused to give her name, facial recognition technology identified her as Pasha Davis, the mother of Gabrielle Terong. Additionally, police discovered several items hidden in the bushes near the area.
Munchies.
You're just gonna stare at me or explain exactly what happened.
I don't know how to explain it more thoroughly, but you
Explain
just
why
keep.
I can't read the law. We're going back to the same subject
What
twice
law?
now.
You want to know the criminal
Why
elements
am
of
I-
the theft?
Why am I being detained?
For
I want to
criminal
read the law. I
investigation.
want to read the law of where
The
it's a
law,
I didn't even
the
finish
law of
what
theft
I'm
is
saying.
the
That's not the
temporarily or
question.
permanently
That's not
deprive
the
someone of
question.
the right to their property.
So that's not the question.
You asked what the law is.
I didn't finish my whole sentence. I want to know what the law is as far as detaining me.
He was explaining
Based on,
that when I
I didn't even finish.
He
He just explained it to you. You weren't even here.
I walked up right as he was explaining
He
it to you.
talked to you. You didn't speak to him yet.
So again, a crime was committed across the street. All right.
No.
The
it's not.
description,
You're interrupting.
the description was given of a
I would like to
female.
know of the law
again,
before. Let me finish
okay,
a
no,
question.
you're not letting me finish.
You said it twice now.
The
I'm letting
description
you know.
even went so far as to say the female was last seen going into Little Caesars.
Really.
I caught you red-handed with a pizza in your hand from Little
purchased
Caesars.
a pizza. Correct. That's not out the ordinary. I'm asking you what the law is as far as detaining me without seeing any footage, without having any witness. This so-called
We do
theft
have
and
witnesses.
battery. This so-called
We
theft
have
and
police.
battery.
Okay.
This so-called theft and
All
battery.
right.
I want to see footage
Okay.
of it first. I already said I want a lawyer twice to you. I want to know what the law is as far as detaining someone without letting the person know what exactly happened. I want a lawyer. That's it.
Okay, well, again, I'm not asking you any questions pertaining to the crime. So,
I'm asking to see what the law. I want to read what the law says in regards to what's
Okay.
happening. It's the third time saying it to you. You'd rather stare at him and make faces. Whatever
I'm
you're
staring
doing.
at you, but nothing
Your
seems to
head
be
is
going through
turned
your
that
head.
way, staring at him.
Ma'am, we've explained it like
Okay.
10 times to you. So.
All right.
Then don't explain anymore.
So,
Is this
are
too
you-
much
we
for
asked you for you.
You
We
signed
asked
up
you
for
to
this
identify
job. You
yourself.
signed up for this
If
job
you
to
fail
explain.
and we
So you should be able to explain it
everything.
without feeling frustrated. You can relax.
Ma'am, we
I'm the
explained
one that's
everything
being
to you.
detained, so I should be able to say what
Correct.
I'm saying to
And
you.
we
But if you're
explained
getting
everything to
frustrated over
If
what
you aren't going to
where's the
identify
sergeant?
yourself,
I'll speak to the sergeant then.
I'm here.
I would like
You
to
were
speak with, no, I'll speak to a different sergeant.
Oh,
I want, who's
okay.
above you?
okay.
Who's above you?
No one.
There's no one above you.
Not today. Nope. I am it.
So you pay yourself. Who pays you? Just,
Uh,
why is it funny to just answer?
The city of Margate.
I want to speak to the
pays-
city of Margate.
Oh, okay.
I'm a representative of the city of Margate.
I would like to speak to the city of Margate. That's what
City
that
of
pays
Margate.
you.
How do you speak to a city?
So you want to say dumb?
No, I'm asking.
I'm asking you the question. Who pays you? Are you getting it or no?
All
Who
right.
pays you?
What? Do you have a specific
I want to
question
speak to
right
the
now?
sergeant above you.
There's
Who's the
not.
sergeant
Well,
above you?
sergeants aren't above each other.
Okay,
We're
so who's
equal.
above you? I want to speak to the person who's actually in charge of you.
I'm more than happy to answer the
Okay,
questions
then
you
go
have,
ahead
but
and
I
answer.
tried
I'm
to
waiting
help
for
you
it.
when you walked up
I'm waiting
and
for it.
you were
Give me the
rude.
name. Are you able to or no?
No, I'm not.
Wow. I want to speak to someone that's competent, that's able to give me a name of who's
Ma'am,
above
when
of the sergeant.
I tried to answer a question
Just-
for
if
you,
you're not able
and
to,
you
just
were
say
rude,
no.
and you
If you're not
continue
able,
to talk
because you
over
lied.
us.
You say he spoke to you, and he's the one that spoke to me first walked up. You came from around that side.
No, I didn't. You didn't see
Oh
me.
my
I was
gosh,
behind you.
wow.
My car's behind you.
Okay, we have cameras.
Okay,
I'm sure they
we
can
do.
see it.
Okay.
Correct. So he was
So
here
let's
first.
back up.
He came. I'm
Okay,
going
let's
step
back
by.
up.
I'm going step by step.
I am too.
He
From
came
when I
here
got
first.
here. Okay, ma'am.
He came next.
You don't want to
came
listen?
last.
Okay, you don't want to listen. All
I'm
right, I
saying the
got it.
exact truth what
you want me to
happened,
get,
but you don't want to listen to me. I want to speak to the person that's in charge. I want to speak to the
You're in
person
her presence.
before you-
Trying to.
Okay, if it's that hard for you to keep trying, don't bother. I want to speak to the person in charge of you. You're saying there's no one in charge of you. You're highest of those.
All
What's
right.
your name? Catherine? Okay.
All right, ma'am. What's your first name?
I'm not giving up my name. I want to speak to a
You're
lawyer.
required by law to give
All right,
your-
if
I
you
want to
if,
speak to the person that says where the law states. I want to read it. If you can't read,
if you fail to
me,
identify
then don't
yourself,
do it.
you will be
Right.
charged with an additional crime.
Okay, you're going to charge me for additional crime for something I didn't even do. You don't even show me proof of. I want to read the law to me. I want to speak to the
Do me
person
a
in
favor,
charge.
look over there.
Why is that? You want to shoot me? Is that what it is? Is you guys got going on?
Oh, okay.
I'm speaking to him, not you. I want to speak to the actual sergeant. Someone is above you, not you. I want to speak to an actual sergeant.
Oh, I
That's
thought you
it.
were doing a show.
No. I'm gonna do a pat down and we're
Are
gonna
you doing
move
a-
on with life since she's refusing
I don't know if
to
it's gonna be- I'm just gonna put it-
identify herself,
Yeah.
which is a crime.
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna pat you down.
Okay.
Can you look forward, please?
You don't have to grab me. I'm already
Well,
standing right here.
told
I'm
you
not.
what I'm
I
doing.
haven't even moved.
You did actually.
Only thing I move with my head. So you have to grab my arms for what?
Are they coming over for a show?
Continue to look forward, please.
I want to ask him his question. I want to find out what his name is.
Continue to look
I
forward,
am. You're
please.
trying to
while I
force
pat-
it. You're
while I
trying to
pat
force
you
it. You're
down.
not slick. You're trying to be extra.
I am forcing, yes, because
I haven't even moved my feet. All you do is move my what? My
Is
waist.
this
Because you're moving my waist for me.
money or what is that in your pocket?
Correct.
Do you want the belt now? Or
Yes.
hey, you can turn around this way.
Your cash is in the front pocket of your backpack.
I want to speak to the actual sergeant.
I-
No,
I am-
I'm gonna go as far as it goes. I'm still-
Sergeant.
So I'm letting you know that right now.
Sergeant Kitching.
No, I'll speak to
Margate Police
someone
Department,
bigger than
I'm
you.
here
You're just
to
not
assist
You're just not
you.
turning it on.
But-
It wasn't on before.
Okay.
Your body kind is not. Oh, now it's on.
We're all
You're
good.
welcome.
Pasha was alleged to have been involved in failure to comply during detention without any physical confrontation and providing false identification. According to news, the Dollar Tree store did not pursue the theft charge. But honestly, that arrest is what blows the whole missing child case wide open. On October 29th, more than a week later, Gabby's father told NBC Miami that he had been unable to contact his daughter since May. He said that while searching online for information to contact his daughter and her mother, he discovered that Pasha had been arrested. On October 31st, while being questioned at the jail, Pasha reportedly told investigators that Gabby was with her father, Gordon. Hours later, she was released on bail. But just days later, she was arrested again on failure to provide adequate care charges, as police found no evidence that Gabby was living with her father, as she claimed. According to Broward County Crime Stoppers, Gabby was last seen getting off a Greyhound bus with her mother at Florida Mall in Orlando. Detectives in Ocala said the family was often seen around the area west of US 192, a hub of hotels, and frequently traveled on Greyhound or Flex bus between South and Central Florida. In an interview, Gabby's father, Gordon, said, "I keep thinking the most concerning possibility is like a distressing situation. I don't want to believe it." Gabby's aunt told a news reporter that Pasha has ongoing personal challenges and has been homeless. She said that last year she found Gabby sleeping on a piece of cardboard in an alleyway. The aunt also said that she had tried to gain custody of Gabby due to Pasha's unstable behavior, but was unsuccessful. Recently, Pasha appeared before a Broward County judge who inquired about Gabby's whereabouts.
Understand that allegedly she doesn't know where the child is?
Your Honor, what's understood is she hasn't said anything. It's not known if that's actually accurate or not. She hasn't given any piece of information
Okay.
about the last time she saw the child.
Since that hearing, and from that moment on, Gabby's whereabouts are just gone, completely unknown. Pasha's lawyer maintained to the judge that she was not guilty and wished to continue the legal battle. Her bail was set at $100,000, and information from online records indicates she is currently being held at Broward County Jail. To this day, little Gabrielle Terong still has not been found. Conflicting testimonies, prolonged delays, and gaps in accountability are making this case a major question, not just for the family, but for the entire child protection system. If you have any information regarding Gabrielle, please contact Broward County Crime Stoppers. Information can be provided anonymously. In Part 2, we will continue to follow the legal developments, the final clues, and the biggest unanswered question in this case. If you find this content valuable, please subscribe to the channel and share the video so this story doesn't fade into silence. See you on Leo Crime Case tomorrow.